That's a lot of plushies. Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is we're going Christmas shopping, but in my inventory. And it's amazing because as I was pulling all of these plushies out, I got the idea of it's almost like a year in review. Of course, I have sold quite a bit of the plushies that I've made throughout this entire year, throughout entire 2024, but these haven't met their forever homes. But we're going to fix that because I made a list of all the people that I want to gift this Christmas season. And I've also added in a few of those that have a birthday during the Christmas time, so I need to pick out some extra presents. But the reason I pulled all of these out is because I have a lot of plushies that are well made. I've made it with love. I've perfectly curated the colors that each of them is going to have, and I would love to see them go to their forever home. Usually when we think about their forever home is that they need to be purchased, but no, I'm going to gift away. Now here's how we're going to do this. This video will mostly be time-lapsed, and I will pop in and talk a little bit about what I'm doing in that time lapse. But behind here, you see I have 3 chairs. Over here, that box is the inventory, the plushies that are going to stay with me, and they'll be revamped, and I'll take better pictures of them and list them on my Etsy. In the middle chair, I have, you can barely see it. It's like a hot coral box. That box is going to have all the items that I'm going to donate. More on that in a bit. And over here, there's a clear box. That's where I'm going to place all the presents. I love to gift everyone. If I could, I'd gift everything away, but I can't. So what I'm going to do is, for the box that's right behind me, that's the box that's going to be full of donations. The church that's part of the school where my kids are at, they have this ministry called Mercy Ministries, and it's, if someone is in need, they go all out, they supply clothes, things like that, housewares. If they've gone through an emergency and their house burned out, they try and help out. And they do take in toys and plushies, and whatever is not going to stay in my inventory, I'm going to gift it. I'm going to donate it to this ministry, and hopefully it'll make someone happy. And then the other 2 boxes, here's where the plushies are going to stay. They'll be on my Etsy if anyone wants to have a look at it. And over here is going to be the gifts. In those gifts, I have birthday gifts and Christmas gifts. As I was pulling them out, I was like, oh my goodness, look at all of these pretty things. So before I go into the time-lapse sort of footage, let me show you. Let me just run you over. Well, not run you over literally, but just show a bit of the plushies that I have. Okay, so starting off on the left hand corner, we have a bunch of plushies, and it's wow. Yes, of course, if I'm gonna gift them, I will take care of the fluffies, but most of these on this side were made in the second half of the year. But I do have a few that were made earlier, like this Highland cow, the dragon as well. Here's a bit of an aerial view of some of the plushies. And some plushies have plushies under them. So as I'll start pulling them out, more of them will probably pop in. Oh no, poor Mr. Grinch. So, here we are, the other side of the table. So now let's get to the time. Okay, so I started off strong. I already, as I was pulling out the plushies, I already saw what plushie was going to go with someone. So I went ahead and picked those out and started putting them in the third box, which is the one that's right next to me. So the gray one is number 1, the pink one is number 2, and the clear one is number 3. And number 3 is going to be the box where I store all the plushies for gifting this upcoming month. And then, as you saw, I started like tossing a few of them here and there, and just pulling them. But I do go through the box. This is my notebook where I wrote down the list of plushies that I was going to gift. Okay, took a short break so that I could eat a snack because I was getting a bit pecky. Now, one thing I did forget to mention is this box that I have here for gifting plushies. I'm also placing there some of the smaller plushies because in a couple of weeks we are having my church is having an anniversary / Christmas dinner, and we usually like exchange gifts, but it's a pretty cool game that we play where you just bring presents without like anyone specific in mind, and like your name is called and you grab one and then it's called again until all the gifts are gone. And then if they keep calling your name but there aren't any other gifts, you can kind of steal the gift from the other person. That's why you shouldn't have like, oh, this is specifically for that, because you never know what you're gonna get. And it's just a fun thing, and it also works out for the people that love gifting things like me. So that's why I'm also like getting the smaller plushies that I have recently made and putting it in that box as well. So now that I'm like recharged, let's continue. I'm trying to get through the gifting plushies first, then going through for the ones that are going to be donated, and then finally over here, the ones that are going to stay in my inventory. So yeah. And we're back. So yes, if you see me pulling out some of the bigger makes, I am just putting them in the box that's going to be donated, mainly because those are quote unquote hard to ship plushies because of their size. And to be honest, even though they are very cute, they're very well made, they're so pretty, but I've listed them on my Etsy and I haven't gotten any like sort of interaction with the listings. So instead of letting them like sit in my stash and like stay there, they're going to be donated, they're going to make someone happy, and we're all for that. So here is the part where I'm just grabbing all the plushies that are going to stay in my inventory, mainly because I already picked out the plushies that are going to be gifted. And oh my goodness, the table looks so bare now, but okay, so everything has been divided up. Now what I need to do, and I'll do that off camera, is to check the plushies that are in these two boxes, so that if the listing is already on Etsy, I need to take it down so that I don't accidentally sell it. And the other thing that I'm going to do, but that will be later on, is all the plushies that I am going to stay with that need to be listed on my Etsy. I'll take more pictures of them, update my listings, and hopefully ship them out to their forever home soon. So now the purpose of this video wasn't just to like, oh, look at all the things that I have and like, no, this was also to help inspire you because yes, we're crocheters. We want to make plushies for everyone or wearables or that sort of thing for everyone. But then we realized that we don't have enough time. But I'm pretty sure that if we look in our own inventories or plushie stashes, I'm pretty sure that we can find Christmas gifts in those. So that's it for today's video. I hope you liked it. Please comment down below if you saw a plushie that I moved around and you want the pattern for it. Let me know and I'll let you know who wrote the pattern. Most of these are patterns by other people that I've pattern tested for, which is why I might have like one plushie of a particular style. Others are patterns that have been designed by me and so on and so forth. But the good thing is that every single plushie that you saw on the table was made this year, which is kind of good because I don't know. It's almost like here's everything I made in 2024, but of course it's not every single thing because some of it has already been gifted, some has been donated, some have sold. So yeah. Now I did not get a present for each and every person on my list, but I did narrow it down to like maybe 5 or 6 presents that I have to make for Christmas, which isn't a lot, to be sure. It's not a lot. Like I had around 25 presents that I wanted to gift out, but I narrowed it down to like 5 that I still need to make. So win-win. But thank you so much for joining me today and I'll see you next time. Bye.